ability to get lost in the landscape and do whatever the hell you want. Naturally, that can involve charting a unique path to a mission, or mucking around for hours and potentially coming across new secrets, missions, and random weird actions. Like a vampire who's sucking people's blood. In other words, half the fun is the freedom to meander around town and explore without stipulations about where you should be headed. That's why there's a sizable proportion of the online gamers here who feel that waypoints, quest markers, and the like are counterintuitive to the experience and diminish players' enjoyment. What's more egregious is when those things are displayed via inacceptable on-screen navigation that leads players to wander aimlessly and annoyed as they figure out where the hell to go and what the hell they need to do. Usually this is indicated by a small dot that too rarely makes it clear where exactly the character needs to go once they're in the general vicinity of a given objective. Should they go upstairs or downstairs? Is the item they're looking for buried beneath some rubble? Or, it's just a fool's errand trying to guess sometimes, and the tiny arrows that show up alongside the indicator aren't often helpful. Number 3, needless tutorials. Okay, so, I don't know if you know this, but video games are kind of old. The majority of gamers are probably familiar with how by the time they boot up their first open world title. If not, they're down as they go and engaged enough to have some fun in that process. That's why it's such a needlessly archaic and aggravating problem whenever 2 hours of playtime are impeded by dull, redundant, and overly
the link in the description below or on this QR code that should...
The accessory allows Link to mirror the movements of the player, offering more diverse gameplay, especially when it comes to sword fighting. Sure, Skyward Sword's technology screamed game contains a vast roster, an expanded customization creation system, and an online mode, which was a first for the series. With Darth Vader and Yoda serving as playable combatants, it was almost impossible for veterans to not be hyped. Soul Calibur 4 also incorporated a new mechanic to make battles more balanced when facing an overly defensive opponent. Every time a character blocks an attack, it lowers their soul gauge. Once depleted, they'll be stunned, which allows their rival to unleash a devastating attack called Critical Finish. Super moves like that are commonplace in fighting franchises. Turn the tide of battle. However, the critical finish doesn't just hurt the opponent, it kills them instantly. Even though it should be satisfying to vanquish an enemy with one hit, taking advantage of the system allows players to cheese their way through brawls. Countering and deflecting have been fundamental to Soul Calibur since its inception, though it doesn't really make sense to punish people
not terrible.
for relying on those
Not great, but not terrible.
tactics. Critical finish was so cheap, the developers
8 kills. I know you saw this guy fall right in front of you, man. What the fuck?